Hello everyone, I am Defudge3004. Welcome back to Space Engineers. I have been working on this ship trying to get a lot of stuff done. You can probably see some changes there with some things that I have welded, and I've come quite a long ways. I made some decisions on where things are going to go, and we'll go over that in just a minute. For those of you who have seen the tutorial on how to do the planets and all of that kind of stuff, we now have our planet Triton right up there. So now we have a new place to go to. We also have those that we can go to there, and wherever the blue one is, he's hiding right over there. And we also have that one way over there. We can put in other planets. We can put in another Earth-like planet. We can do as many planets as we really want to, but for right now, I think that'll be good enough. That'll give us some places to go. All right, let's go see what all is changed over here. As I said, I put in these doors and all of that stuff here. All of this is pretty much ready to go, and let's start at the front. I did make some changes. I did put in some windows right here. So all these windows are the 2x1 windows, and we have all those in. We just need to get those welded up. I came into the game, and when I did, these two sets of windows right here, this 2x3 and this 3x3, were gone. I didn't know what happened to them. I had no idea. But when I changed these to the angled blocks, like these right here, there was nothing for these to hold on to, and they apparently just floated away and left. So I had to make a few changes, and I made it a little angled like that with this just a regular block and then another inverted corner on the top and bottom. And that's how I did that. It kind of gives it a little unique personality. I do like that. And I've also been working on getting this out to match this. I think this actually is going to work. I think it looks pretty good. So you can see how that's going across there like that. I think that's going to be a-okay. We can get a few of these welded up. We got to get all this welded up sooner or later anyway. We might as well start working on it. That's this side, and down here I had to use angle pieces and the inverted corners and different things like that. And again, it's going to have that triangle piece look in there, but that's okay. That's what I want. That's what I'm going for. I also decided that what I'm going to do is move the refinery and the assembler to up here on this part. So this is going to be on top of where the bay is for my ships to go in and out of. And I also built a hallway. We'll go over that in a few minutes. I have two large containers on either side with a conveyor in the middle, some tubes going to the refinery, and a tube from the assembler into one of these. So these are all interconnected. And then I also have a tube that is going from this conveyor right here to out here with a connector on it. I'm also going to have connectors in here, and I'll probably have them connected up to there as well, so I can park the ships in here and then unload stuff and continue moving on. This is going to be on either side. On this side, this is the same as that, just nothing is really built in here quite yet. I have two large containers and exactly the same setup on this side as I do on the other one, except for one different feature. Now what I have done here is I have put in oxygen generators there, here, and here, with two oxygen tanks right here and right here. And then I'm going to have the oxygen that is coming out of other areas when I go through other doors, coming into here and here. So that way I can gather up all the oxygen that I need and want, but I do not want these oxygen tanks connected to this system because that's going to fill them up too, and I don't want that. I just want this to be what is coming out when I go through a door that I don't want to lose all the oxygen from. I have also built walkways around here. I'm probably going to put the catwalks on and have the angled, the corners and all that stuff, so I can't fall off as easy. I put stairs in right here. And I was going to do the same on this side, but since this area is quite a bit bigger and I wasn't able to get things as close to here because things aren't going to line up quite right, I actually suppose that, to be quite honest, I could do that because I could just have... It still wouldn't work no matter what I did, but if I move this... Actually, if I move this assembler down 1 to right here, then I could actually have that closer here. And then the refinery over 1, then it would be closer right here, and it could just connect directly up into there. That might be a good idea to do that, change that. And again, I have the same modules and stuff on them as I did down there. And I'll show you everything else that's been going on. I think I'm going to work on that. I'm going to move this down 1 this way, right here, to where the end of the refinery is right up against the edge of there. That'll still give 1 block out here. And it won't be the same as this, but it's just going to have to be a little bit different on each side to make this work right. There is nothing that says that I have to do it like this, but this is what I'm kind of going for, is hopefully somewhat of a symmetrical type view, and it's working so far. It's just some things are not exactly working as good as I was hoping that they would be. I will end up moving this down here that way, but let's go over some of the other things here. I have put in a staircase, as you can see from right here. Let's go ahead and land on it, and let's see what all is in here. I have an area here that goes down, all the way down to down there. I took that out so it's easy to get in and out of. I also put windows in right there. And there's also another window in over there. And what I'm going to do is probably have a window right here that'll look down into that area down there. And I'm going to have a window right here that for some reason I did not put in yet. I don't know why, but I didn't. I apparently forgot. I have the offset doors, which is a new thing. When they released the Triton pack, they also put in offset doors. So Planet Triton is a DLC that you have to... Triton is not a DLC, sorry about that. The doors, this, and let's go to G. The things that are in here, let's go to decorative blocks, frostbite. Any of this stuff here, so the offset door, the gate, and antenna dish, and these dead engineers is all the DLC. This is what you're paying for, is this stuff. And to be quite honest, the offset door is freaking amazing. I love the offset door because it doesn't put it in the middle of the block. There are mods that have offset doors, but the regular interior door just goes right in the middle of this block, about where that X is. And so if you're trying to put something like on the edge, it just doesn't work. And so the offset door is amazing. I love the offset door. Let's continue our journey down here, and this goes across, so I can go across either way should I choose to. And then we're going to come down here, all the way down to here, and the stairways are the same on either side, as you can see right here. And so I can go right back up to the area, and then up there is where I can cross both ways. I may make this cross, but I'm not too sure yet. Go across both ways, I just haven't decided. This is down in there where we just got done looking at these windows. I have decided to leave this side open here for anything that I may want. Who knows, I may put quarters or something in here. I don't know, we'll see. Break room, I'm not too sure yet. I'm not going to put anything down here, but I am going to have another area over here. Oh, stop your huffing and puffing. Area over here, which is the same as over there. And I'm probably going to have a floor that is going to be right here on this level also. What I'm going to have to do is essentially take out one of these blocks all the way around like this. So I have a flat place with which to place blocks like this. So I can build out a floor out here that's going to work with what I want. And then of course I can have angled walls or whatever I need to out here. That's about the best that I'm going to be able to do because I can't place a wall there because of the way that these angled walls are. Out here is fine, and I could potentially take the floor out here and then just build off of here and make a room right up on this level and have 2-block area with which to work. Let me go over and get energy, and then we'll go over this hallway and we will see about building some more stuff on there. As I said, I made a hallway and there's just blocks up here. You can see just a 2-high row of blocks, and then on the bottom here I put a door down here. Let's go ahead and go through this real quick. There's gonna be blocks here. This is gonna be a wall, and this is gonna be the back bay where that ship is going to park. In here I just have 2 of the 1x2 windows stacked on each other with them facing out that way. You can see the green line out there. And I have 2 doors here, so that way I can come out to either bay really easy. This is my original design. And then I also have a place, so this is where the oxygen is going to work. This is the place where I have an air vent that's going to suck up the oxygen from when I come out of here, because since all these are going to be livable, they're going to have air in them. I don't want to lose the air when I come out to here or these 2. I have not decided if I'm going to do the same out here. I went ahead and made a conveyor, so if I want to put area out here, if I want to put air out here, I can. I just got to figure out if I'm going to put another conveyor on to have it pull the air out and in. I am not sure yet. I have not decided on that yet, and this way is going to be the same. I just have to figure out how I am going to pipe the air from this middle area right here, which is going to be right about here, right in the middle, to, this would be this one right here, yes, right here, to get up here into these oxygen tanks. But I'm not going to be able to take it up the middle of there. I'm going to have to probably come down around this way, thread it up, take it along here, thread it up through here, and then take it in there. And then when I have area up here, I may want to actually have this also connected to another pipe network up here. This pipe network right here is connected up to this oxygen tank right here that's going to feed up into this area, which is up on the bay. So this is the bridge, or the bridge, I mean, not the bay. This is the bridge, and I put in a medical unit here. It was originally down there, but I was thinking about it, and it's like it'd be better to have it up here. If I die, I can quickly get back in my ship and either get out of here or drive my ship to safety or whatever it is that I need to do. So I have the tubes feeding into the medical unit. I also have other things. If I want to put a cryo chamber or whatever, I can. Here's the air vent. Once I get all this built, it's going to look pretty cool. I'm hoping that is my plan. So let me know what you think about all these things that I am doing and how I am doing this. It's the only way that I can think of to do it. I want the stairs to go everywhere so that way I can get around. I could put in ladders. I did think about that. But as you know from the rover, when you go up the ladders, especially tall ladders, when you get to the top, you end up flying. And I would much rather not do that. I want to make this as realistic as I can. And since they don't have elevators in the game, I can't put in elevators. This is my idea. Let me know what you guys think. I am actually really excited for this. I have a window up there. I don't know if that's going to stay or not, so I can kind of see in there, but I'm not sure about that part yet either. Let me go see about starting to build a few of these walls. I got to figure out which areas I want to build. I might actually just get a bunch of the glass and start building the bridge up here, and as much of this as I can to show you what that's going to look like once that is done, and possibly put in a console to be able to navigate the ship, and perhaps some offices or whatever off to the side. That'll be kind of out in the open, but we will see. So let me start working on this, and I'll come right back to you as soon as you get something done. Sometimes when building things, you end up putting things in backwards. You can see this discrepancy right here. You can really see it right there. What that means is this window's probably not going to seal too well. It may, but probably not. What I'm going to have to do is take this out, go back to number 2, put him like that, go to the angled one, and figure out which side needs to go out, which is that side right there, because it was like this. Now I need to make it like that, so the dark side is out. Once that's done, then it should be looking like all of the other windows, and I want the dark side out so it's a little bit more difficult to see in. This does happen. Sometimes you'll notice those discrepancies, and it just is something you deal with, and you try to do your best to avoid if at all possible. As I'm getting ready to place these last 2 pieces down on this bottom area, I have got a lot done on here. I got the top completely done. So this is that bottom area with those rows of windows. This is really looking really good. I do like that. And this is the fish bowl up here, or what I'm calling the fish bowl, where the quarter is going to be, or the the command center and all of that. All of this is now built up here on this part, except for where the oxygen and all that stuff is. The door isn't built yet. I did do the windows to the stairwells on both sides, so that much is done. And I also got all of these areas right here on both sides done. I guess I missed this right here. I was building on the inside, but I thought I got this over here, but I did not, because I apparently forgot. One of the problems that, if you don't know, when you build angled pieces, if you don't have a second angled piece or another block behind it, they don't hold air very well, and air will seep out. So you have to make sure, or it won't be airtight. You have to make sure to get all of that sealed up. When you try to put oxygen in there, it just won't work, and then you're going to be really sorry. I know that I can use my welder, and I will once I start getting to a lot of these other ones. I'm just trying to get some of this stuff here done, and you have a hole there for some reason, and I don't know why. Okay, that hole's now done, so that area is filled up. Let's get this area here welded up. These things don't take long, but a lot of those blocks up here where the windows are take a lot of material. Go over that here in just a minute. Almost got this done. One more strip, I guess. Okay, all that's done. As you can see, these big windows take 160 and 36 boulder-proof glass. That's 196, and then 40 girders per the 3x3s. These ones aren't as bad, but they still take 115 and 25, so that's 140 and 25 girders. These ones are fairly easy and simple, about 35 and 12, and these ones are really easy with 17 and 9, and then we have these ones right here that I got to do in the hallway down there too, 50 and 15. So yeah, it takes quite a bit, but not as much as you would think that it normally would. I'm gonna work on getting this area up here done next. Let me get my energy refilled before I expire. Alright, let me start working on this up here. We're getting close to getting the front part done. Still got to figure out how I'm going to place stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and get these ones, and then I'll come back and we'll see where we are at that point. So far, for finishing up this area right here, all of this up here, and all of these, I've used well over 1,000 plates on both sides just to get this finished up to where this whole front part is actually somewhat done now. I'm gonna work on getting these up. So if you figure there's 100 plates per 4 square, or yeah, 100 plates per 4 square, that's quite a bit. I'm actually getting quite close to getting the front part, at least, of the skin welded up. Still got to do a lot on the inside, but we're getting there. Transfer some more plates to my welder. I have been using it because it's just quite a bit faster as far as you doing massive work like this. For some of the more delicate areas, I probably want to be just doing the inside, you know, hand welding. But for the out here, I'm going to go and use a ship as much as I can. That's what I made it for. Get one more load. We should be able to finish up this front part. And almost 2,000 blocks that are steel plates. That should do it, I'm hoping. This is the only way to weld. I got to tell you, this is so much better than the other way. Flying in and out is fine. It's all good. It's all fun and everything, but this is so much faster. I'm going to continue working on this, see what all I can get done so I can begin working on the inside also. And I'll talk to you here in just a quick minute. I'm working on putting in the last row for the front part down here underneath the ship. And it's taking about 850 steel plates per row approximately. So that's almost 1,000 steel plates, obviously. That's quite a lot, and that's just for like a 4 square area. That doesn't include any of the other areas that I have done, which is set 1,000, 1,200 plates per area. And I'm out of plates. I'm going to go get a few more to get this finished off. If I can find my base. Been making a lot of plates at a time, like 3,000 plates at a time, just to try to get this finished off, and it's still making more. It's my second or third batch already this evening, so that's quite a few. But we are getting a lot closer to getting this done now. I'm going to go and grab another set. That'll be 1,400 plates. That should get that more than finished off. Since it's only taking 50 now per time. Because we're only doing 2 plates at a time instead of 4. That's quite a big difference when you really stop to think about it. Then as soon as I get this done, we'll go back inside. We will take a quick look to see how all of this is shaping up. So this will be the front of the ship that has been done right now. Turn my dampeners off by mistake. Trying to get the ship moved over and thought I hit another button. All right. Problem is with like the welder like this, sometimes it's really hard to tell how close you're getting until you whack into something. It's like, guess I was a little closer than I thought I were. Let's go back inside and let's go take a look at all this stuff that has been done. I did all the way up to the walls here. Now all of this area, as far as the floors, the walls, and all the way around is done. That's where I was going to put in the floor for the second floor or whatever. The mezzanine, whatever you want to call it. And now on the inside up here. That window's done. That window's done. And as all we have is the door here. Conveyor, some tubing, this stuff. And up here, this is done. This looks really good. I do kind of like that out there. That looks really interesting. I can't put any lights or anything out there on that side because I'm just not going to be able to. I'm not running, you know. I'm just walking normally, girlfriend. And I come out here, do all my work out here that I need to. Manufacturing and whatnot. I'm still going to maybe move these. If I do, I have to decide if I'm going to have this out here still or not. And I might not and just come right up to this edge or wherever it is that the entry point right here is going to be. And then that will take care of that. If I turned this around so that this part right here, because they're going to be the same on both sides, was actually, if this thing was just flipped around, that's all I would have to do, then that would line up with that, and then I wouldn't have to worry about having it that far away. Let me go see if I can do that real quick. Turn this around. Of course, I'll have to turn the assembler the other way too, because the port to get into there is right here. And you can tell because it has the square with the lines across, just like this does. If it has the X and this short little area, then that's not the port. And the port is also here. I don't have to take out anything else. Let me just go see if I can do that and maybe get it one more closer. So let me get rid of this stuff here. So I won't need to get rid of anything else for right now, but I will just go and do that just for safety's sake. Get this guy flipped around, and this should line up pretty darn good. Go over to here. Number 6. And, of course, I'll have to move those modules on the bottom too. Let me put you like that. Put you right like that. And over 1. This isn't letting me, not cooperating very well. So I'll probably have to move these modules over 1, and then I will be able to put this down a lot easier. Got all those modules moved. Now let's just see if we can get this guy to actually line up okay. That should work right like that. Really wish they would keep it in the configuration that I had it, because that would be so nice. Alright, the assembler of course is going to be off. I'm going to have to work on that. So it does look like this goes right straight through to the other side over here. Connects right up to there, and of course once you get all this built, you'll see how everything connects, and that connects right up through there. Is connecting between here and then going out here, so I can connect ships to this. This should work. I thought about having this in a little bit closer, like one more in, but I just decided that I want to out like that. So if there is a ship that maybe they are really close and they just don't have the thing extending out, then that will help them to dock a lot better. And if I capture ships, I can dock them to this too just as easy. Alright, let's work on getting this guy. We're gonna have to flip this guy around so that these are on the other side, these ports right here, but that's really not that big of a deal. I think we can do that. We just got to move again these modules, and then everything here will be ready to go. Let's go and take this out. Alright, that's ready to go. We can have everything hooked up there. I'll have to change this configuration, but that will allow me to have the stairs like this on both sides. That is going to be the best part. At least it should. Let me get this right here. Do that. And then let's go to number 1, which is the ladder. We'll scroll to the stairs and have that come out to right there. That should be the way that I want it. And that right there will work. And then I can put blocks just right here. Block there. And I think that might actually just work out really well. I may keep this corner piece there. I don't know if I'm going to have this stairwell here, but we can work on that later. Let me know what you guys think about this. I think this actually is looking really, really good. We got the front part of it done. This is now, well, at least skinned at least, and this is ready to go to be filled on the inside. Next, we got to work on this area, get the stairwell done here where all this is, and figure out if we're going to put another floor in there, which might not be a bad idea to put things in. And just kind of figure out how we're going to get everything done. I'm going to put the welder or the grinder, the driller, the thing that's over there on the other side of the refinery, sticking out right there, the driller, over here, and then get another small fighter built, not as big as this one obviously, and put it in here, so if I need to go out and do things with that, I can. And this one will be able to jump, whereas the small one won't, but I stated that before in a previous video. Thank you guys for joining me here. We still have to figure out how to get this angle down or whatever, but this is coming along. I am Fudge 3004. This is Space Engineers, and we have come quite a long ways with our little ship here. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.